So today we're going to look at the chart for Bradley Cooper, who just came out with a movie called The Star Is Born with Lady Gaga, and he are the lead actors, and he actually directed the movie as well, and it's quite good. Um, if you look to the eastern horizon when he was born, you see Aquarius rising at 5 degrees. So 5 degrees becomes the most effective point of every house, and any planet that's close to that or node has some impact in his life. So let's look at just to see how the planets are operating and when they're operating, and then we'll see what might be good remedies for his chart. So Sun is ruling the house of partnerships, and he's an actor and a songwriter and a director. And so, any time you have a strong seventh house, Sun is a strong planet for him. Um, it indicates that they have. It requires a lot of partnerships and relationships and connections with your manager and your agent and people in the movie industry to make things happen. Otherwise, you don't get the jobs, the great jobs. So anyway, very good, strong seventh house, strong Sun, um, and Moon is at 22 degrees. So any planet or any sign, multicona sign that rules the sixth, the eighth, or the 12th house, the planet that rules that sign will become functional malefic. So in his case, it's Moon for Cancer in the sixth house, and Mercury for Virgo in the eighth house. Those are the two functional malefics, along with Rahu and Ketu. So Moon is at 22 degrees. It is ruling this house of health issues and conflicts, debts and disputes, and it is placed in the house of career. So it gives him ability to have compassion and empathy and sensitivity in his acting career. And Moon is working with the public, so his career is working with the public in acting. And let's see, Mars is very weak. Any planet that's more than 25 degrees or less than 5 degrees becomes weak, and it cannot protect or promote its own significations. So Mars is ruling this house of entrepreneurial success, and it is placed in the 12th house of spiritual tendencies and that also this can be losses, expenses, separations, addictions. So Mars gives him that spiritual ability to portray spiritual qualities in the acting, I would say. He wanted to be a ninja at one point, so he does play some violent roles sometimes. Mercury's very weak at 0 degrees. So Mercury is, again, functional malefic because it rules Virgo in the 8th house, and it is placed in the 2nd house of wealth and fame. And it so Mercury gives some. This house has to do. Both these houses have to do with the continuation of relationships. So he's had multiple relationships and divorce, and so yeah. So that's probably Mercury ruling that house in this brings that in continuation of the marital bond into jeopardy there. So then Jupiter is at 9 degrees. It's a strong planet for him, ruling the house of income and friendships in this house of wealth and recognition. So probably gives growth to his career, his income. He's worth 60 million apparently, and he actually has a child that was born a couple years ago as well. So gives children. And income through, this is the house of speech and communication as well. So it gives him good ability to speak. Let's see here. Mercury as well too. So Venus is strong, very strong planet for him. So Venus is beauty. So he's a very handsome man. Was voted most sexiest at one point, and it's in this house of entrepreneurial success and basically performing arts. Venus is performing arts. So this gives a lot of strength to acting as a career. Saturn is at 18 degrees, and Saturn's ruling this first house of self, health, longevity, life purpose. So gives him life purpose through serving to make people happy in movies. Rahu and Ketu, because they're close to the most effective point, will actually afflict 6 out of his 12 houses. So Rahu is afflicting career. And now it afflicts, but it also gives ambition. So strong drive for career, spiritual nature to relationships. This axis gives, you have to balance, not work too hard and pay more attention to family. So balance of family and work. So that probably has led to multiple relationships, because actors, they don't have a lot of time to spend with their family. So let's look at the timing of events. His dad died in 2011 during a sun-moon period. So moon is health issues afflicting sun, which is father. So being a functional malefic, definitely had an effect on his father's health. And then if we look, then the sun, let's see. I think he got an Emmy or something, a Tony Award during a sun period that was good for him. Sun Rahu period been good. Sun Jupiter period has been good. And he did get a divorce in 2007. So that would be Mercury again. There's obstacles to relationships, being in the house of continuation of the marital bond. So those are some of the timing of events. And then what could be the remedies? So K2 would be giving to spiritual organizations. Rahu would be helping those who cannot help themselves in terms of charity work. And then chanting of Shiva chants and Ganesh chants would transform Rahu and Ketu. Mercury would be helping children, Vishnu chants, and then Moon would be helping women and Shiva chants as well. So those are the transforming the functional malefics. And then you would want to further strengthen Sun, Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, Venus, Saturn through Kavash, containing the Devata yantras for those planets, as well as wearing white. No, you don't want to wear white because Moon is functional malefic. Red would be good for him. Green is good for him. No, not green. No green, excuse me, because it's malefic. So sun colors, yellow colors, diamonds are good, and blues are good. So those are the main points for Bradley Cooper. If you would like to learn more about transformational Vedic astrology, we have certification and classes at American Institute of Vastu.com. And if you would like to get a reading, you can go to vastucreations.com under services. Thank you.